Shilpi, what do you think? 20 years have been passed and we have entered this campus, beautiful campus again with 65,000 books. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you look at the entire campus?
I think it's an incredible transformation, right? We started with what, a 10-room place, right? And I still remember when I'd come to interview for my admission with Dr. Chaturvedi. I think my first instinct was I had like a couple of other offers at that time, and I think one of the biggest things to consider was the infrastructure where you're coming in, and I don't know what it was about I think Dr. Chaturvedi himself that I ended up coming here instead of doing international business at Delhi School of Commerce at that time, and I think I have never looked back, right? Like there are some things in life that change you, transform you forever, and I think this place has been that for me. What about you?
See, the feeling is mutual. I think I did not come alone. I came with my parents. And in fact, they had the same thing. The most important person in the organization is the one who's leading it.
Mm-hmm.
And my father always believed that, strong anchor gives, height to any organization, be it commercial, be it academic. And that is how the admission took place in this one. In fact, I had a couple of other options as well. And I felt that it was one of the best decisions of our lives.
Yeah.
If you compare that, where the other B colleges at that point of time, how good their infrastructure was, how good their alumni were situated, we were very new. So it's not that we were inferior, but we were a young college that time. When we look at how our batchmates or we are positioned in the society in terms of commercials or in terms of respect or in terms of satisfaction, I feel we're way ahead of what we could have even thought of at that point of time.
Agree.
So with everybody doing pretty well, it's a matter of pride that today we are back into the college.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm jealous that we didn't have all these things.
I know, right? Like, can you imagine what our lives would have been like? But honestly, I don't regret it, right? Like these days, like we read books, right? And there's so much research, right, that gets done when you talk about innovation or innovative mindset. And I think the experience that we got here was that, right? Because when you don't have enough of something, you innovate, right? You innovate out of sheer need, not just out of desire. And I think that is what fueled to, for us becoming who we are today.
Exactly.
So I think it was really that, right? And just the freedom that we had, right? The freedom of expression, to think, to act. To me, that was incredible.
Yeah, I also remember one more thing. The institute has come a long way. But when we had this, when we were the, still the student, Dr. Chaturvedi himself used to take classes.
Yeah.
And, we were the fortunate batch, you can say, that got lessons directly from us. And he always said that don't look at the academics or the stream that you've chosen. Go behind the passion that you follow and make that as a, one of the streams of your life. So, as you know, I was a bit of naughty at that point of time. I was always into organizing things, running away from regular classrooms and all. I said, make this as a hobby.
Yeah.
So today I am, heading a continent for an organization for exports, having traveled 65 countries, and you can say taken Make in India progress to at least 65 countries where, for my organizations, which is Bajaj or Yokohama or Dunlop, established businesses somewhere. So I feel, it was that motivation at that point of time which he gave and he encouraged. He didn't say you are wrong. He said, no, you're doing very well. Develop this and correlate this with your profession or with your education. That would make it more, strength. And that's how we got incubated as as an ideas.
Yeah.
You can say we see an incubator today here, but we had a manual incubator at that point of time.
Yep.
And it also talks about one thing, the saying goes that, you don't do great things, you do things greatly. I would say Chaturvedi sir is one of the greatest examples. So whatever resources, students, infra he had in mind, the way the institute has built up today in terms of reputation, or with the alumni strengths, it's really incredible. And I feel really pride to be back here. And I think we need to be more frequent to this place. What do you
I
say?
know, I totally agree. I mean, I think we seriously need to think
No,
about.
I'm in Delhi. I'm in Delhi. I can come. You're in US. You're heading one of the
know.
strategic divisions of.
It's been an incredible journey, right? So I moved to US about 16 years back, and I went on a dependent visa at that time, and it's not easy to get converted into a working professional in US, especially at that time. I remember there's this whole quota system, right, that happens, and the only way to get even for you to even qualify at that point to get an H-1B visa, which is the work visa, was to be in IT. And frankly, I was not that person, right? I came from a strategy background. I'd worked on initiatives with Aditya Birla Group at that time. I'd worked for a hotel at that time, and I was a person who built relationships, who worked on strategy. And IT, I didn't know what I would, where would that take me. And what was interesting was that when I went there, I think one of the things that kept getting repeated by people that I met was, your degree won't matter much here. You have to probably do another 2-year MBA degree program in the US for you to get a decent job. And I think for me, that was it became a challenge almost, or a matter of pride, that if you're telling me that 2 years that I spent here was wasteful, that I didn't learn anything, and everything that I've done to this point in life didn't matter, that was unacceptable, right?
So then to your, all the.
Yeah, I mean,
the grooming.
and I was very proud of who I was, of what I had learned, what I had accomplished till then. So it started from scratch again, pretty much, my career. Went on to become the director of new programs for Association of American Medical Colleges, which is the only non-for-profit in the US that basically is in the business of building or making doctors. I set up brand new programs for them, got established international level programs there, learned a lot, of course, through that journey. Moved on to work for the biggest mortgage firm in the US, Freddie Mac. I was a program director there. And then now I'm with Amazon Web Services, and I'm a senior engagement manager, deal with global programs there. And just that entire journey, right? Like, it started with BIMTech, right? Before then, I'm not sure if I was one of those people who knew that, at the age of 8 or 9, that I knew what I want to be when I grow up. Maybe I still don't, I think. But just the journey itself was incredible, and it all started here, right? I mean, it's
So the foundation you had was enough. You didn't need
yeah,
a two-year education
don't-
program anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I have now written articles there. I'm developing a hiring onboarding program for my company. I'm supposed to mentor people now, right? And so that journey in itself has been
That's incredible in that sense. Yes.
Yeah, right. And there's the friends, right? The friendships, the relationships we have made. We are meeting after 16 years almost.
18 years,
Yeah,
maybe 18
yeah.
years.
And it doesn't feel
No,
weird.
It's the alma mater
yeah,
which keeps us connected all the time.
Yeah.
And it's the director himself who keeps a
Yeah,
track, where are you?
exactly.
You're not responding to us. So if he knows that you're not connected, he's the one who will push you to.
Yeah. He's still, and he is incredible, right? His memory is incredible. I think he remembered that I have 2 kids, I have a daughter, and it's amazing that he has managed to recall and remember those details.
Every single person, yes.
So it's truly a relationship.